Good evening, everybody. Our nightly devotional in the book of John, picking up in chapter 11, verse 45. I'm out here in God's beautiful, nature, on my back porch. We have a family of geckos that lives on the top, and they come out every night. There's like 8 to, 15 of them. They're huge, and they just come out and eat all the animals. So you can hear the frogs and everything around me. So it's just a super cool, amazing place that we live at here. So, all right, guys, John chapter 11, verse 45, going through John chapter 12, all the way to verse 8. All right, here we go. Let God build your faith as you listen to the word of God, okay? Many of the Jews, therefore, who had come with Mary and had seen what he did, believed in him. But some of them went to the Pharisees and told them what Jesus had done. So the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered the council and said, "What are we to do? For this man performs many signs. If we let him go on like this, everyone will believe in him. And the Romans will come and take away both our place and our nation." But one of them, Caiaphas, who was high priest that year, said to them, "You know nothing at all, nor do you understand that it is better for you that one man should die for the people, not that the whole nation should perish." He did not say this on his own accord, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Jesus would die for the nation. And not for the nation only, but also to gather into one of the children of God who are scattered abroad. So, from that day on, they made plans to put him to death. Jesus therefore no longer walked openly amongst the Jews, but went from there to the region near the wilderness to a town called Ephraim. And there he stayed with the disciples. Now the Passover of the Jews was at hand, and many went up from the country to Jerusalem before the Passover to purify themselves. They were looking for Jesus and saying to one another as they stood in the temple, "What do you think? That he will not come to the feast at all?" Now the chief priests and the Pharisees had given orders that if anyone knew where he was, he should let them know so that they might arrest him. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus therefore came to Bethany, where Lazarus was, whom Jesus had risen from the dead. So they gave a dinner for him there. Martha served, and Lazarus was one of those reclining with him at the table. Mary therefore took a pound of expensive ointment made from pure nard and anointed the feet of Jesus and wiped his feet with her hair. The house was filled with the fragrance of perfume. But Judas Iscariot, one of his disciples, he who was about to betray him, said, "Why was this ointment not sold for 300 denarii and given to the poor?" He said this not because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. And having charge over the money bag, he used to help himself to what was put into it. Jesus said, "Leave her alone, so that she may keep it for the day of my burial. For the proof you always have with you, but you do not always. Or for the poor you always have with you, but you do not always have me." There we go, guys. The reading of the word as it just, increases our faith as we just listen to what it has to say, as to what God has to say, and what he's going to do in our lives, guys. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed, man. There's still Pharisees and there's still Sadducees out there that think that they know God, that think that they know all about the Bible, that think that they know all about the scriptures. But Jesus even says, you search the scriptures as if salvation is in them, but salvation is found in me. I am the one. I am the Lamb. I am the one who is to die for the foundations of the earth, for the forgiveness of sins. And, we have got to remember that Christ is speaking to us through the Bible, through the Word. And when we read it, it's to increase our faith and to help us to come to know him more, his character and who he is. And I pray that every night that you come here to listen to this, that it helps you. Just a simple reading of the Word of God, and you'd be surprised what it can do. I have seen the life-transforming power of the gospel of Jesus Christ at hand when I go into prisons. Men who are dead, men who are dying, and men who have lost everything or are on the verge of it, God has saved, delivered, healed, and immaculately shown up in so many ways that I can't even describe it in words. God is alive, He is moving, and He loves His people, and He has a plan and a will that will be done, and He will execute it through people like you and me. God bless you.